What if I told you that the reason Think and Grow Rich hasn't worked for you is not your fault? I first published this work in 1937, and since then it has sold over 100 million copies. People have called it a secret formula for success, a code whispered among the most powerful individuals in the world, a direct path to riches. And yet, for every person who swears my work changed their life, there are 99 others who tried, failed, and were left wondering what they did wrong. They were all searching for the secret, but they completely overlooked the system. Now, I am not here to tear down my own ideas. Whatever you may think of me personally, and there has been no shortage of debate, the truth is that the failure is not in the principles themselves. The failure lies in how most people attempt to use them. They grab onto one or two concepts, desire perhaps, or faith, but they miss the essential connections that make them function. They become obsessed with the thinking and neglect the interconnected system of doing that produces results. Even if you have read my book 10 times, even if you can quote it word for word, until you live these principles, until they become the spine of your daily behavior, they will remain elegant words on a page. They will inspire you, but they will not transform you. And so, in the minutes ahead, I'm going to reveal the practical system that ties my core ideas together, the system most people never discover. This will transform my philosophy from a source of frustration into a daily action plan you can begin using immediately. And if you apply it with consistency, you will see changes, small at first, then so obvious that you will wonder why you did not begin sooner. If you are listening to me now, you likely know the exact moment I am about to describe. You read my book, you were filled with fire, you wrote down your goal. Perhaps you even stood before a mirror, speaking affirmations with a voice that trembled between hope and doubt, telling yourself you possessed a burning desire to be wealthy. And then the flame faded. Those affirmations began to sound hollow, like an actor reading lines for a part they do not believe in. Days turned to weeks, weeks to months. You were certainly thinking, but the growing rich part never seemed to arrive. The spark of motivation turned into disappointment, and then into doubt. You whispered to yourself, perhaps I am not cut out for this. Perhaps this works for others, but not for me. That is the precise moment when most people walk away. They decide the principles are outdated, or they convince themselves they lack the mysterious quality others seem to possess. They look for a new book, a new guru, a new trick, and the cycle repeats. But here is a truth you must understand. Every profound transformation begins in the invisible. The change occurs inside you first, and only later does it show in your bank account, your relationships, your opportunities. If you demand visible results too quickly, you will tear the seed from the soil before it has a chance to grow. The problem is not the advice. The problem is that the principles in Think and Grow Rich are not meant to be taken in isolation. They are not ornaments you hang on a tree at random. They are a machine. And a machine will not function unless all its parts are present, connected, and working in unison. An engine without wheels will not carry you forward. Wheels without fuel will go nowhere. Every part matters. Here is the great aha that most people miss. I was not simply describing abstract principles. I was describing habits. The magic is not in thinking alone. It is in the construction of a daily structure, a ritual, that unites your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions, so progress becomes inevitable. Desire, faith, autosuggestion, persistence. These are not separate compartments. They form a single, unbroken loop. Desire without a plan is merely a daydream. A plan without action is wasted ink. Action without persistence is an unfinished bridge to nowhere. Imagine a circuit of electricity. You can have a powerful generator, a network of wires, and a glowing light bulb, but unless the circuit is complete, the light will never shine. My system is that circuit. Break it at any point, and the current stops. The world is filled with people searching for the secret. But I am here to tell you, there is no hidden line in my book that will unlock everything. The secret is that there is no secret. There is only the system. And the system is lived through a handful of specific habits. In a moment, I will give you 5 of them. Together, they form the blueprint that transforms this philosophy into results. This is far more than a mere goal. Most people wander through life without a single commanding aim. In my early writings, I called it the definite chief aim. 1, emotionally charged purpose that becomes the blueprint for all your actions. When a definite purpose is impressed upon the mind and held there, it seeps into the subconscious until it influences every decision, every conversation, every choice you make. The mind, once given a destination, begins to find paths where none seem to exist. Here is how to practice this now. First, write a clear statement naming your specific goal, what you will give in return, and the exact date you will achieve it. If you cannot state it clearly, you will never achieve it clearly. Second, place this statement where you will see it daily: your desk, your mirror, your phone's lock screen. Third, read it aloud every morning and night with the certainty of a fact already achieved. Most fail here because they treat this as an occasional inspiration exercise. But repetition is not optional. It is the lever that moves the subconscious. When you declare your aim daily, you are not trying to persuade yourself. You are training yourself until that aim becomes as natural as breathing. This is where many go wrong. They repeat empty phrases that they themselves do not believe, and then wonder why nothing changes. Autosuggestion is not about pretending. It is the art of giving precise, emotionally charged instructions to your subconscious until it accepts them as reality. Here is my method. First, speak your definite purpose aloud with conviction. Do not whisper it like a wish. Declare it like a truth. Second, add 3 to 5 identity-based affirmations that support your aim. Do not say, I will be successful. Say, I am decisive. I act boldly. I complete what I start. Third, feel the words. The subconscious responds to emotion, not monotony. As you speak, see the scene of your success in your mind's eye. Imagine the people congratulating you. Hear the sounds, feel the emotions. Make it real now. I defined a mastermind as the coordination of knowledge and effort between 2 or more people working toward a definite purpose in a spirit of harmony. When such minds unite, they create a third invisible intelligence, a mastermind, capable of insights no single member could have produced alone. You cannot achieve a great aim in a vacuum. You need accountability, perspective, and the combined force of many minds. Here is how to build it today. Find 2 to 5 people who share your drive but bring different skills. Meet weekly with a focused agenda. Spend time sharing wins, tackling one member's biggest challenge, and ending with clear commitments for the next week. The mastermind is not a social club. It is a forge, and in its heat, your plans will be strengthened, tested, and sharpened until they are unbreakable. Successful people decide quickly and rarely change their decisions without good reason. The unsuccessful decide slowly and change often. In a world drowning in distraction, decisiveness is a rare superpower. Choose 1 power hour daily. A protected block of time devoted solely to the single action that advances your aim. Guard it from interruptions. Limit your inputs. Ask yourself each night, did I move closer to my purpose today? Persistence is sustained willpower, and willpower grows by keeping promises to yourself. Set 1 minimum win each day, a small, non-negotiable action tied to your aim. Track your streak, and every day, deliberately do 1 thing you would rather avoid. This is how you harden your resolve. Most fail with my work because they see a list of ingredients, not the recipe. They collect principles, but never connect them into the machine I intended. Your task is simple, though not easy. Rehearse your purpose, program your subconscious, build your mastermind, act decisively, and keep small promises. This is the complete system. Live it daily, and results become unavoidable. Now I ask you, which of these habits have you neglected? Be honest. Your answer may reveal the very key you've been missing. The world makes way for those who dare to rise. Click the Rise button now to subscribe and claim the destiny waiting for you. Your time is now.